Hey, hey everybody, how you doing? Hope everybody's healthy and happy. And it was thank you, thank you. Who's that? Thank you. Oh, it's Maria. Hi, Maria. Welcome back. Um, I Oh man, it's Thursday. Welcome to the Thursday stream. I thought today was a different day. It's okay. Everything's prepared anyway because I guess I good morning Tinder, good morning Pernetic, good morning um oh man. Oh, good morning everybody. Whoa. Hello, Stefan. Where is my mouse? Oh, I'm gonna be giggly today, I think. Hold on. I got it. I got it. Okay. I think Omni fell asleep late, says Cyber. He messaged me at 1:30 a.m. my time. Yeah, okay. I had a lot. I'll get to it in the check-in. We are going to do a rapid. Um. Oh, whoa! It's gonna take me a while to think up words today. I think we're gonna do like a rapid pace today because it's Thursday, which means yay or boo is today. And I also have to do news in the check-in, and we're still in the medley right now. And there's some stuff that I need to catch you guys up on before the production stream tomorrow. Good morning, Pablo. How you doing? Good, I hope. Ava says, "Is your shelf missing? A friend? Oh, Firo goes there. So yeah, it used to be Coney. Coney used to go there, but now Firo goes here during the day. So yes, the answer to your question is yes." Ooh, very, very pretty. Very pretty today. How about a song I haven't played in a hot minute that doesn't have a name? I thought I was hearing things. What are you guys hearing? Oh, the bird? The parrots aren't here this morning. They already left, so we just have the tiny guys. The chew! The chew! We have got a few of those. And we had a lot of fog early this morning. I kind of was hoping that it was going to stick around for the stream because I wanted to show it to you guys. It was like really foggy this morning, which, you know, is common up in the Bay, but not so much down here in Los Angeles. It's rarer down here. Tesla thought pigeons had laser eyes. That's what you're hearing. You know, I feel like every 3 cars is a Tesla here. I feel like everything cars is a Tesla here. This song's called... Should I try to play 78 to Downtown? Wherever you're at, Isadora. I hope you're having a good day. I've seen a Tesla like once or twice. That's wild. I don't even need to leave my room to see Teslas. Can you do Groom Cake? I can do Groom Cake. See? I have to relearn how to play 70th Downtown. So interesting. I've forgotten it. Found it. That makes me happy to hear, Maria. Good morning, Liana. Are you talking to me? watering her yesterday. But there's Zia. Don't be crooked. Don't be crooked. Is that straight? Is it? I guess you... Straight enough. Thank you, Lindsay, for the Zia redeem. Whoa! Thanks, Yeti. Sorry, Yeti. I didn't see. How are you doing? You've heard Zia's theme somewhere before? Maria? 5 months is a long time. I can't believe I missed the episode 420. I hope it was special, says Yeti. Honestly, I can't remember it. I'm pretty sure we deleted it. I think it was a nightmare. I think it was fun, but I can't... Was anybody here in the 420 episode? Does anybody remember what happened? I know it was a production stream. I remember that much. And I know it went a lot longer than it was supposed to. But I definitely deleted the VOD from it. The chat was wild and says... Liana. Yeah, I don't. For some reason, I don't remember it. I wasn't here because I had family here, but I remember you deleted it. I definitely deleted it. I thought... You thought it was a nightmare, says Pernetic, and deleted it. 420 was so good, says Kid. We loved it. Oh, I'm glad you guys liked it. And for your sake, I'm sorry that Yeti missed it. I'm sorry, Yeti. And from my memory, from my perspective, it was a nightmare. It was... A lot of things were said. A lot of things that... didn't need to be said. From me, they came out of my mouth. They came out of my mouth. Horrible thing. Oh. I do remember something. I do remember one thing. It would be different if just one thing was said that was wild. But it was like the whole stream. Huh. What is Groom's Cake? No, it's here, right? It's here, right? No. Does that sound familiar? Kit? I wonder if I could do the melody. I wonder if I could do the melody also. Oh, work. Has anybody played Abe's Odyssey? You only get so many commands or like actions in that game, and one of them is to just say the word work, and then your friends will start like mining. And whenever I'm trying to get something that's broken to work, I take on Abe. Work. Follow me. That game wasn't that great. If you want to play a game about alien slavery, that's the game for you. But when I was like, whatever I was maybe 10 or 12, when I rented it from Blockbuster because I thought it looked cool, boy, was that not the right move for me. I thought that I was going to get to do cool stuff, but you don't. Anyways, I probably would appreciate that game a lot more now as an adult. I love this song, says Kid, talking about Groom's Cake. Yeah. I like that song too. That song is named after a thing I didn't know existed, which I've talked about it before in the stream, but when people get married, I didn't know that there was an option for the groom to have his own cake. I guess like the cake is seen as more of like a bride thing, like it's I didn't know this. And maybe I'm wrong. I'm just saying what I was told. I'm telling you guys what I was told, but the cake is more of like a thing for the bride, as a lot of things in the wedding maybe could be. And grooms who were particularly like, yo, I want something that's just for me, like I feel like there's nothing for me, they would make a second smaller cake for the groom called a groom's cake. And I had no idea that this was a thing. I thought that it was so funny that I ended up naming a song after it, a song about heartbreak. Anyways, Lindsay says, it's funny because Groom Cake makes me think a little sad because I used to play it, Broadleaf and Ghost Me in a row often, and the lead up to Ghost Me was like anticipated sadness. Ghost Me is a very sad song. Silk Pear, that emo, that like face always scares me. Twitch is confusing me so much today. It showed me a whole emote in the stream, but not in the chat for me. Oh. It reminds me of Medusa's face. Enemy from Adventures of Lolo, says Pernetic. That instant death. I've never seen Adventures of Lolo. I've never seen this. Oh, the things I haven't seen. The things I haven't seen. Ugh, what a long list. I didn't see the second Wreck-It Ralph. But the first Wreck-It Ralph bothered me a lot, so maybe I shouldn't see the second one. Maybe I shouldn't see the second one. Was Sonic in the second one too? Because maybe then I see it. Maybe then it's worth my time. Hey, what's up, Eco? Sorry, I didn't even greet you properly. I promise I have manners. I'm just a little bit off my game today. Why did Wreck-It Ralph bother me? Wreck-It Ralph bothered me because in the beginning of the movie, he's tired of wrecking stuff, and he wants to do something different with his life. And from my perspective, I know we project on films a lot, from my perspective, what it felt like is it felt like everybody else in his life was like, no, Ralph, you've got to keep doing the same thing over and over because that's what you're supposed to do. We're all designed to do one thing, and that's what you're destined to do. You're destined to wreck stuff. Don't try to do anything else. You'll screw up. And I was expecting by the end of the movie, he was going to find out that he could do something else really cool and then prove them all wrong. But in the end of the movie, he just he like goes back to wrecking stuff. And I understand that there was a moral even inside of that, but I just didn't like the way it was portrayed. I don't know. I wanted him to like get his own completely separate game. I don't know. I don't know why I identified so much with... I know exactly why I identified so much with Wreck-It Ralph. Anyways, Wreck-It Ralph 2 was more about Penelope. Vanellope the Glitch. Word up. Word up. And he was kind of like the sidekick. He was like a backdrop. Maybe I will see it. Maybe I will see it. I don't know. But by the time I see it, it'll be long forgotten. Is it on Netflix? Hello, Amsterdam. Amsterdam, sorry. Also, hi. I agree with your take on Wreck-It Ralph. Aw. Look at me not being alone. That's pretty sick, actually, Lindsay. That sounds amazing. Thank you for the lurk, Ika. Appreciate you. Come on, Mr. Sun. Give me a break. psychedelic Jotun? Jotun? Am I saying that right? scares me, Wawa. Okay. Thank you. It's sorry. It's almost 10 o'clock, so we gotta get to the check-in, guys. We have to make some type of time for Yair Boo. Thank you for the follow, Kanto. Tilapia? Tilapia's a fish, isn't it? Oh my god, what's going on? Has the stream been lopsided this whole time, guys? Whoa. Am I leaning this way? I feel like I'm leaning this way. Anyways, the lag is different every day, says Liana. The lag is different every day. Amen to that. It's a fish, isn't it? Chicken and chips. I watched a YouTube video. Oh, wait, hold on. We can get to the check-in. Hold on. Guys, we're in the check-in now. Today is Thursday. How was your Wednesday? What did you get into? Were you nice to people? Were they nice to you? Did you have to make a new hole on your belt loop? Did you have to get a butter knife and do that thing where you twist until you can puncture through? Did you have to make a new hole on the belt? Did you not have to worry about holes on the belt because you have one of those fancy, schmancy Walmart braided belts? Yes. Ooh, wonderful. Yes, we've all been there. We've all had the braided belt. I used to have one of those belts that you get from K-Momo, where it's just a long piece of cloth and it has a buckle. You get to choose a buckle that has your name on it. But, obviously, they didn't have one with my name on it, so I just chose O. And I had a little buckle that said O on it. So nice. They would make it there in the store for you. I miss K-Momo. It's been a long time since I wore khaki. Look straight to me, says Cyber. Good. I like your jacket thing, he says Kiwi. You know what, Kiwi? I don't know what this is called. I know it's called a Henley if it's a long sleeve shirt with just buttons at the top. I know it's called a polo if it's thicker material with a collar and buttons at the top. When it's an actual jacket that just has a zipper that just goes at the top bit, I don't know what this is called. But it's very warm. I like it a lot. I was wearing it early this morning because it got a little nippy in here. Psychedelic Jotun says, again, this is really cool. What's really cool? Psychedelic, can you tell me how your Wednesday was? Please. I've been dying to know. I've been trying to figure out. What is this thing called, by the way? What am I wearing? Huey says, what? I use tiny scissors for making holes in the thingy, or the thingy on nail clippers. Oh, the thingy that's supposed to, like, clean your nails? I feel you on that. Is that Harriet? Do I spy a wild Harriet in the chat? Lindsay says, I don't know why, but I always perceived those as rich guy clothes. What, braided belts? Holy crap. Braided belt? Ooh, no, I don't want to insult anybody in here. Okay, good. You're not talking about braided belts. You're talking about the cloth ones? Oh, the type of shirt I'm wearing. Oh, yes, it's very classy. Yes, very, very highbrow. Very highbrow. If we can just figure out what it was called. If I can just figure out what it's called. Harriet says, check in. Now I'm in a mood for Christmas, so I ordered a bit of candy canes for myself. Tee-hee. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas to you. Oh, and Christmas tidings, something that's blue. Red and green for the mean. Forgot the rest of the song. Got a lump of coal in the shoe. Elf on the shelf and Santa too. Bernadette says, check-in was running the carpet cleaner like a mofo yesterday. Evening, mostly. Found a recording for when I had to take Ambien. Oh, wait, yeah, you posted in the Discord. Sorry, found a recording for when I had to take Ambien a couple years ago and shared it in the media channel on Discord. Mostly incoherent babble, but there's a few ridiculous lines in there. Spent some time in the shooting range in Apex. Oh, crap, so you got in there. And Apex Legends dialing in the rest of my settings and getting a better idea of all the weapons and how they feel. Felt a little more confident after that for sure. I feel you. This is very important, guys. It's important to do a little bit of research before jumping into a new world. Psychedelic says, the stream! Enjoying the music. I spend a lot of my Wednesday poking around Streamlabs, trying to figure it out better. Honestly, Psychedelic, I've spent quite a few months in Streamlabs and I still can't understand anything. They changed the mixer recently. How dare you change something right after I figured out how to kind of use it? Happy to have you here, though, Psychedelic. Psychedelic says, figuring out what I want to do with my channel icon. I have a banner already. I should probably pay more attention to my channel. I don't think I've actually put any work into making it look nice, and you've reminded me of this. Thank you, Psychedelic. Psychedelics, would you like to check us in with how your Wednesday was? Or is that what it was? Was it just working around at Streamlabs, messing around? Trying to get better acquainted. Kids check-in is that yesterday was the last day of my retail job before my vacation. Gonna do so much self-care. You know, how much self-care can one fit into one vacation? I would like to say a lot. When I took my vacation of 2 days up into Santa Cruz, it was marvelous. I ate so many cookies and slices of pizza. I hope that you do something similar. Maybe treating yourself to a nice, sweet treat. Maybe sleeping when you know you shouldn't. Maybe saying something nice to somebody. Maybe starting up a conversation with a stranger that you know you'll never see again. That's what vacation means to me. Lindsay says, wow, apparently they're just called quarter zip. Like quarter zip pullover. I like it. QZP, baby. I haven't had a dapper up, so I can do this. Check that out, man. Check that out, man. What? Am I going to Patagonia? Patagonia is a place. I think that's what the logo is. I think it's a picture of Patagonia. Oh, Omni on his way to Patagonia for a special business seminar. I'm hosting my own business seminar, actually, on quantum mechanics and quarter zip pullovers. It needs a better name, says Lindsay. I'm going to call it... I do like QZ. I do like QZ. Is that taken? Is that quartz? Now I feel like an X-Man. Psychedelic says, yeah, it was mostly that. Did play a bunch of Bloodborne, though. Bloodborne is a thing that I've watched people play far more than I've played myself now at this point. I watch people play it a lot. I am excited for Elden Ring, though. You excited for Elden Ring? You an Elden Ring fan? Are you high, Omni? Says Cyber. Are you on that THC? Thick. That's what we can call these shirts. Wow. Isn't it interesting how vowels just find their way into... If you put a bunch of consonants together, just a consonant finds its way... I mean, a vowel finds its way in there. Thick, huh? Are you on the edible bobas? Are you on the edible buzz? Are you on the oils? Cannabinoids, baby? No, I know. I'm on a rich, potent cocktail called Sleep Deprivation. Thank you for the lurk, Liana. I appreciate it. I really do. And hello, Bibadi. Oh, you send the same. You send the same emotes as last time. I remember. My memory works. Psychedelic says, oh yeah, watched the gameplay demo earlier. It looked pretty cool. Talking about Elden Ring. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. There was an Elden Ring gameplay demo on Twitch, 15 minutes of gameplay reveal. I didn't see that. Today? It was today? How did I miss that? It looks like Soulsborns. Soulsborns. Embrace me, Soulsborns. Is that a roguelike I see? I don't like these new terms. They're not even new, but I don't like these terms. I don't like it. Pepper up. All right. Who did that? Kiwi, pick a number between 1 and 30. I don't care anymore. Just any bow tie. It can look bad. I don't care anymore. Pick a number between 1 and 40, actually. How about that? I'll give you even more options. Okay.
Question for you.
Is that choppy for anybody else?
Question for you.
Whose was that? That was Cyber's. I was just talking about Soulsborne are roguelikes and shoot 'em ups and stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of terms for games, for sure, Cyber. We have a lot of terms. A lot of terms that we were in. Thanks, Psychedelic. I'm going to do one of these. I'm going to do a Why the Last Man stretch, which was canceled on Hulu. Rest in peace, Why the Last Man. You were a really good show and nobody cared about you. I'm going to do a Why the Last Man stretch. While I'm doing that, I'm going to ask Cyber a question about video game terms, because there's a lot of fake terms that have come up, and made-up terms. You know, we are always making up genres, and we're combining things. Soulsborne, you know, because it was Dark Souls. We had Bloodborne. There was Metroidvanias, because we had Castlevania. We had Metroid. Cyber, is there a term of game that you use that isn't actually, like, part of the... It's not part of the encyclopedia of game terms, because there's a lot of fake terms that I use for games for sure. Games for sure. I used to call... Whoa, that's wild. Somebody was talking about corn games in the stream recently. You know what, Cyber? Yeah, I mean, that person was definitely in the stream quite a bit ago. They were in the stream quite a bit ago. So yes, I know them from the stream. And they were nice. I don't remember them doing anything wrong. They were nice. They were a nice person. However, I don't know all those other usernames they had. I feel like they had like a million usernames. Yeah, men can come in. Come on in. Sorry, men. Stefan says, that was a great wiggle. Oh, Cyber, my question for you is, yeah, do you have any terms that you refer to games or like a type of game that definitely isn't in like the lexicon? It's like a thing that you made up, if that makes sense. Hi, Kanto Tilapia. Your hair is wild and I love it, says Kanto. You're talking to me. You're talking to me. It's because I have it up today. I mean, sometimes I'll do a week where it's down, and it actually is like I have this perfect side part. Have you ever seen Kanto? Have you ever seen Conan O'Brien? Kanto, are you familiar with Conan O'Brien? His hair. My hair looks just like his when it's down. It's amazing. I didn't realize it, but a lot of people in the stream kept saying, "Oh my God, Omni, you're the spitting image of Conan O'Brien. You look just like Conan O'Brien." And I didn't agree. I was hesitant to accept this, but then I looked in the mirror and yeah. Yeah, actually. A friend of mine, you may know him, Vector, came up with the term retro mapper for Metroidvanias. And I like it. Kind of implies the mapping of the map while you play in a retro game style, but retro also means going back, so it works on multiple ways. Oh, retro mapping, like having to backtrack? That's pretty sick. I like that. I typically hate games where you have to backtrack. Some games make it cooler than others, you know, games like Bloodborne that like integrate the map in a way where it doesn't feel like you're just running all over the place, like things are connecting in a cool way. But I tend to hate backtracking in games. Tend to. Again, there's a lot of games that do it in a way that I appreciate, but retro mapper is a pretty sick term. I like that. I did the Why the Last Man stretch. Did Kiwi choose a bow tie number? Kiwi says 38. Thank you, Kiwi. Hold on. Let me catch up on chat, and then I'm going to grab your bow tie. Lindsay says their check-in is, had a rough morning yesterday because I got sick overnight, but I tried to take it easy. I remember this. You weren't feeling too good yesterday. Posted on Instagram for the first time in nearly a year. Maybe I'll post again in 2021. We'll see. Feeling a lot better today, though, so I'm hoping to be somewhat productive. I feel you on that, Lindsay. Not only on feeling better and trying to be productive, but also on, like, posting after not posting in a long time. And then just being like, I don't feel the bug. I don't feel like I need to immediately post tomorrow. Like, maybe I'll squeeze in another one before the end of the year, but who knows? The way shortcuts in Bloodborne work is really cool, says Psychedelic. Word. I agree with this. You say 38. Tanka Wobbly, welcome back. I've been playing Sky Children of the Light recently, and it's all about revisiting places and hanging out with people. That game is so beautiful in atmosphere. Tanka Wobbly, I played a lot of that game. Tanka Wobbly, you're in good company here. I played so much of that freaking game. I got pretty good at it. I remember using the sizing potion, and I was pretty tall. It worked on me. I know it's like RNG, but it RNG'd me to be really tall in the game. And I got the little piano, and I could play the piano in the game. The game has a little piano that you can... Who is that? It's Kiwi. Kiwi, you're stacking redeems. I haven't even put on the bow tie yet. Play that song. Viv's theme is so... This is Viv, by the way. That was Viv's theme. Thank you, Kiwi, for redeeming Viv. Viv's theme is one of those themes I play... Every time I play it, I like it a little bit more. It grows on me in the best way. It's so cute to see people play in Sky, says Tanka Wobbly. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a good game. What's up, Gnome? Kiwi picked the 38th bow tie. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Is this gonna look good? This might not actually look good, but it is in reach. Hold on. Okay. It's the musical note. Kiwi, you've done it again. You've done it again. You chose music note bow tie. Again, the music note bow tie is made out of cotton. There is not an ounce of silk. Ounce? How do you measure silk? There's not even a little bit of silk in this bow tie, and it is made by a company called Jekyll and Tide. Oops. It's made by a company called Jekyll and Tide. You can see right there in the label. It was a company, I believe, in Arizona. Now I'm getting my stories mixed up. It's definitely not here in LA. I moved to LA with this bow tie. I bought this while I was still in Arizona. And that is the 38th bow tie today. Kiwi, thank you again for redeeming Dapper Up. I'm just going to go ahead and tie it, and then we can move on with the stream. Let's flip and go. It'll look good, says Kiwi. Are you not wearing pants or something? I'm wearing pants. Kiwi, come on now. That's so cute, says Harriet. It's a good one. Can you do like a tutorial on how to tie a bow tie? Right now? Arizona, says Pernetic. Okay, hold on. All right, hold on. So, you take... Yeah, I'll teach you how to tie a bow tie. All right. So you're going to take both halves and you're going to cross one over the other. I do it right because I'm right-handed, but you can do it either way. It doesn't really matter. In fact, the stream is reversed anyway, so this looks like my left hand to you guys. So, I don't know how you're going to do a tutorial of this. Yeah, it's going to get really bad really quickly. So, you cross one over the other. So now you have just a crossed bow tie. A cross of ties. And then you're going to take the one that went over, boom, 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 over, and you're going to bring it up and through the middle. Up and through the middle. And this is a thing that you even have to do when tying a necktie, so that's not too strange, right? Like, so that part's okay so far. So you cross them, and then you bring one up. You bring one up through the middle. And then you're going to take, while you have this one on top that you brought up through the middle, you're going to take your bottom guy, and you're going to make a bow with him. And you're going to make a bow by seeing this fish shape. You're going to take that fish shape and fold it in on itself. And see how it becomes a little bow? You can make like a symmetrical bow out of it. So you're going to take that fish, and you're going to make a... I probably shouldn't call it a fish. Maybe that's confusing. Is that confusing to anybody? You're going to take that, and you're going to make a symmetrical shape with it, like a little bow. And you're going to take this guy from the top, the one that's over the top, and you're going to bring it over your fish shape, like that. And see how it's already becoming a bow? You're kind of just taking the one over the top and you're chopping the little fish shape in half. And then you're going to pinch that little fish so that you can keep this part. And when you turn sideways, there's going to be a little opening here from the one that you folded over the top. And you're just going to take this bottom guy and you're going to push him through the opening. Like that. You push him through the opening. And you grab him, and so now you have a bow in the front, and you have a little bow in the back. So you grab him through that opening, and then once you've got it to this point, it's just a lot of like, thanks so much, Maria, for being here. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Once you've got him like that, you can grab the left side of the front, oh my god, the left side of the front bow and the, oh my god, the left side of the front bow and the right side of the back bow, and you pull. And then you grab the right side of the front bow and the left side of the back bow and you pull. And you kind of keep doing this until you can get it to be like puffy. This is the part, I would say that this is the harder part of tying the bow tie, because if you don't have a good knot to start with, this is not going to look very good. At all. But if you do, you know what this feels like? You know what it feels like with all the random like clapping and kids yay sound effects? It feels that much more like a PBS show for kids with like no attention span. Like how there's just always like random sound effects and like dogs barking and stuff. Okay, whoa, the bow is big today. I did too much tugging. That's what made the bow too big. But sometimes you want a really big bow. Sometimes it's your first date. Sometimes it's your first date and you need to distract the person from your not so good looking face. And so you get a really big bow. You get a really big bow. So the entire time you're eating, she's looking at the bow. She's not looking at your face. She's not looking at your face. That's good. That's huge, by the way. That's huge. You guys already know what I look like. I don't need to distract you guys. But just in case you ever go on a date and you're wearing a bow tie. The bigger bow, you can distract the person. It's like spots on a cheetah. Thank you. This is where the magic happens, says Cyber. I hope it was magical. Frenetic says, no joke, that was actually the best bow tie tutorial I've seen by far, and I've watched quite a few over the years. No way! Alright! Well, maybe somebody learned. Maybe somebody actually learned how to tie a tie from this tutorial. Is this real Conan O'Brien? This is fake Conan O'Brien. I am sorry. The real Conan O'Brien is Irish, I think. Wait! No, that doesn't count. My mom's last name is Irish, but that's because... I don't need to get into why a lot of black people have Irish last names. Just read a history book. Thanks for the alert, Stefan. That's Firo, baby. Firo's new arm is coming out. I'm not happy about it. I've never been so not happy about one of the plants growing, but it's like I cut him, and you can already see this like really piece of like light green here? He's already growing like a new stem out. I don't know how I'm going to keep up with him. He's growing too fast. Guys, keep the check-ins coming if you haven't checked in yet. I know I haven't done my check-in yet, but I'm going to do it once I catch up. Yeah, go read about it. Read a history book, but not a Common Core history book. Yeah. You're probably not going to find it in your typical, like, school history book. Actually, you could just Google, hey, Google, why do all my black friends have Irish last names? What's that all about? Anyways, can you play some Hyperpop? Not on a piano, I can't. Not on a piano, that's for dang sure. Come on, Friday, and that's when the production streams happen. Yeah, that's true. That's true, though, Transpirate. I do production streams tomorrow. I do production streams on tomorrow, and then I actually make genres of music. I don't know if hyperpop will be one of them. We can talk about that, though. We can talk about that, if you want. We can talk about what that is, and why that is, and when that is, and we can talk about it. Watch the hyperpop documentary, Transpirate, because, it might answer some questions on why I don't currently make hyperpop, or at least what people are currently calling hyperpop. Umbe says their check-in is I gamed too hard and overslept. It's okay though. It was celebratory gaming. What were you celebrating, Umbe? Tender says, check-in, gave my 2 weeks at my job in Brentwood on Saturday. I accepted an RN position in the community hospital ICU closer to home, and I will be starting the new position in 11 days. Congratulations, holy crap. I mean, congratulations on not having to drive to Brentwood, because you know Brentwood as well as I do. No one likes driving to Brentwood. Screw Brentwood. Honestly, screw Westwood while you're there. Screw Hollywood. All of the woods, screw Linwood. No, I actually like Inglewood. Okay, so Inglewood can stay, but all the other woods in LA, screw them. We don't care for them. But I'm really glad that you're starting your new position in under 2 weeks now. Congratulations, and I'm happy that your commute is going to be a lot more easy. And I feel like we had West LA in common for a minute. We could talk about West LA things, but let me know if you're ever in Koreatown again. In that areas, I suppose. Cyber says, check-in, I think I'm sick. Been sneezing a lot lately. Beep, 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 boo. Whoa, it's Cyber. Cyber's interrupting their own check-in. Hold on. Here's Agnes. I'll play Agnes's theme while I'm doing Cyber's check-in. Cyber's check-in starting again is, I think I'm sick. Been sneezing a lot lately. Been feeling nose drippy. Played a lot of Apex yesterday. Hold on. Ooh, I like that. To the point where I'm almost done with my challenges for the week. Oh my god, I guess you did play a lot. I'm still wondering what Omni did last night that he lost so much sleep and is high here. Also, I ended up playing with KM Punk on his stream for a bit. Were you playing Apex on the stream? He had a new record for streaming. Oh my god. Like a new record as far as like how long he was streaming? I also had Chick-fil-A for dinner last night because it was free. And today, for lunch, because I had a coupon. Back-to-back Chick-fil-A, baby? Sounds like a good day to me. I haven't had Chick-fil-A in a pretty long time. There isn't really one, there isn't one convenient to me. And all of the Chick-fil-A's around me exist next to, really dope restaurants. So if I'm already out there, I'm like, I'd much rather get freaking, Cuban food at this point. Because that's not as common in my area. What are your plants' names? Says Transpirate. The one all the way to the right, from your perspective, you kind of can't see, is Firo. The name tag is a little, obscured, I suppose, by the light. That's Firo. This one right here is Agnes. This one is Viv. This is a mug full of water. Don't look at that. This one up here is Zia, which is a plant whose name tag you used to be able to see, but she's growing very healthfully now, so you can't really see her name tag. This one right here is Nobu, but it doesn't have a name tag yet because it's one of my newest plants. In fact, I can scoot all this over. I forgot. Be-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da. Bum, bum, bum. That's way better. Anywho, catching up on chat. Kanto says, "Is there a specific channel to watch the Hyperpop doc on, or one you recommend?" It's just on YouTube. I actually don't know what the Hyperpop documentary is called. Isn't that funny? I'm in it. I'm literally in it. I don't know what it's called. I didn't feel bad about, but maybe if you search Hyperpop doc or Hyperpop documentary, maybe that'll come up. My mustache looks so Steve Harvey today. Guys, I haven't shaved my mustache in a while. I've been shaving this bit, but I haven't touched the mustache. And am I happy about it? Not really. It is, itchy. It's just unkept. If I shaved it, I could, make it better, but it's got to come off completely at some point, right? He pushed 6 hours, which is not common for him, says Cyber. Word. 6 hours stream, god dang. I want to play more Dead by Daylight, but never have anyone to play with. I'll play with you, Psychedelic. I love that game. And I'm also extremely good at that game. Survivor. I never play the killer, because who wants to be the killer? Umbe says, I didn't feel bad about the gaming since I put out a song. This is how I maintain focus while I'm out of school. Well, I understand that. I also understand, putting out a song and wanting to celebrate. Celebrating by gaming is probably a really good way to celebrate, actually. Lindsay says, oh, one thing I forgot in my check-in. I made some yummy loaded potato soup. It was the best I've made. Potato soup. I love me a potato. I haven't had potato soup in a very long time, though. Very long time. Years. Many years. Pernetic says, what is your natural beard pattern? Is it that? Or do you have to trim and shape it? I don't really have to trim and shape it. It's like this. You're seeing it, honestly. This never will connect, and there is no anything around here. It's just this. What's stopping you from shaving it? Life. Asks Lindsay. Answers me. Have you guys had Coke Life? Rad, says Umbe. Rad indeed. Psychedelic says, oh, that would be so cool. I'm very new to it still, says Psychedelic, talking about being very new to Hyperpop. But I feel like I kind of know what I'm doing when I play a lot for... Oh, you're talking about Dead by Daylight. My bad. I feel like I kind of know what I'm doing because I played a lot of Friday the 13th, so I kind of get the idea. I never played Friday the 13th, but I have been playing Dead by Daylight for a pretty long time. Skill checks, baby. Tonka Wobbly says, I really don't like when my mustache starts touching my lip, so I have to shave it. Yes, that's what's happening, and it's almost, even at the corners, it's getting in my mouth. It's curling into my mouth, and, that's horrible. I hate it. Lindsay says, I pureed half of it, so part of it was smooth, and part of it had potato chunks in it. That's pretty good. I'll eat potatoes in any form factor. I don't mind, except for steak fries. I don't mind touching my lips so much. I don't mind it touching my lips so much as Pernetic talking about facial hair, but I do mind it curling into my mouth, getting in the way of eating when it wicks up food liquid. Oh, I gotta get it there. I feel you with that. It feels so gross when I drink something and I can feel the liquid, in my mustache. I hate that. Some people it's cool, but for me, for whatever reason, it bothers me. I keep chewing my mustache, says Transpirate. I get that. That's a thing that I do. I don't like doing it, but it's just like a thing that I start doing if it gets too long. Check-in for Liana says, work has been crazy. Haven't had the energy to cook at all. I've been back since I've been back from my trip. Ordered Chinese food and finished watching Squid Game last night. Tired, but trying to shake it off and get a bunch of stuff done. Honestly, I hate that feeling, Liana. I specifically hate the feeling of being too tired to cook. Because I'm too tired to cook, and then I order food, which doesn't make me feel very good, both financially and emotionally and physically sometimes if I'm ordering fast food, which doesn't give me the energy or the motivation to cook later. Like, it's like a weird cycle for me. So I hope that you're able to break out of it soon, and I hope that work gives you a break also. I know you just came back from kind of like a birthday-cation, but maybe you can carve a little bit of time out of work, get the sleep schedule back in order. Maybe cook some tasty treats. The plants are making the stream feel extra jungly. Heck yeah, Umbe. That's what we like. That's the vibe we want. Tonka Wobbly says it's mighty fine mustache shape naturally. Aww. I appreciate that. Thank you for saying that. It's a Steve Harvey mustache. Two worlds that will never meet. Omni-stash and beard. Indeed, they will never connect. If your mustache starts catching soup, it's time to trim it, says Psychedelic. I agree with this, but there's some people with some pretty wild mustaches out there that don't seem to mind. My stash and beard... Oh my god, this is just a facial hair stream now. My stash and beard also will never shake hands. You are not alone, says Umbe. Well, I'm glad to be in good company. Frenetic says either that or wax it into submission, but I'm not much for wax. I've never waxed anything on my body, so... Yeah, I'm afraid at this point. I'm afraid. Agreed, says Liana. Agreed. Yeah, it's like a weird thing. It's a weird cycle. Honestly, kind of over hair. I want atomic level laser hair removal. Just gone. Poof, says Umbe. The thing is, there are times where I do... No, never mind. I don't want to go down that road. I have to catch up on chat. It is not a Steve Harvey mustache, says Lindsay, trying to hurt my feelings. It won't work, Lindsay. It won't work. I'm Steve Harvey. I'm Steve Harvey and Conan O'Brien. I'm a double package. A double threat? The whole package? Kanto Tilapia says they're checking as I had a conversation with my brother in Tokyo for the first time in years yesterday, and I told him about how much of an inspiration he's been in my life. Oh, that's a really nice thing to say to a sibling. As well as my love for art and animation as a whole, made a great end to my night after struggling with hyper inattentiveness the entire day. That's really cool. How long has your brother been there? Did your brother move there, or did you live there and then you moved away from there? Transpirate says they're checking as I binged Child's Play Chucky films over October, and it's delightful. Probably the only long-running slasher franchise that has gotten only better with each entry. I'm weird on Chucky / Child's Play. I am admittedly not a super fan of anything after Bride of Chucky, but I totally get I get it. I get it. I have no hate for that film series franchise. I even liked the new one, the new weird reboot. I kind of liked it. Everybody hated it, but I liked it. I'm trying to preserve mine, says Lindsay. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm trying to preserve mine. I'm Steve Harvey. I had a friend who lost a bet in high school and had to wax his eyebrows, and they never grew back correct. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Is your friend okay? I mean, I know that it's and this is no shade to anybody that doesn't have eyebrows, because a lot of my friends have shaved their eyebrows off for reasons, For reasons they didn't share with me and they didn't need to. I don't care. But it was, I'm not gonna lie, it was very jarring and a little scary for me for the first few weeks seeing them without eyebrows. And their eyebrows never really grew back with it either. And I don't know why that is, but it's interesting to hear that this is also happening to your friend. Is that just a thing? Are eyebrows that delicate? Sam's here. Isn't there a Chucky show now, says Sam? Hi, Sam. Isn't there a Chucky show now? I'm not sure. If there is, I haven't heard of it or seen it. Psychedelic says, oh, I read that one. Sorry. I can't entertain the idea that you resemble Steve Harvey. I refuse. I am Steve Harvey. If I shaved my hair off, if I shaved my head bald, you wouldn't be able to tell us apart. And I took these glasses off, we're basically the same person. Hi, Sam. Tinder says God rays set to high this morning. Yeah, I can't keep ahead of the sun. The sun keeps creeping in and trying to ruin the stream. Trying its best, but it's failing. Kanto Tilapia says, my brother moved there 3, maybe 4 years ago. It's been his dream his entire life to live in Japan, and thanks to his job transferring him, he's living it. That's really cool. I'm always happy to see anybody living their dream. Japan's amazing. I do like it there, and I've enjoyed all of my time there. I don't know if living there is the move for me, but I'm glad that it was the move for your brother, and they were able to accomplish this dream. Lindsay says the moment bleached brows became popular was the moment I realized I don't get fashion. Yeah, I can't talk on it too much because, you know, I got homies, but it is one of those things. Dyed eyebrows and shaved eyebrows are one of those things that will always make me like do a double take because I didn't realize how much eyebrows add to a face until I saw people without them, you know? Psychedelic says he got over it, but he was pretty pissed about it for a while. He kind of has them now, but it's still not the same. Talking about your friend who has lost the regularity of their eyebrows. I'm sorry to hear that. Then we should do Twitch Feud every Saturday, says Harriet. Harriet wants me to stream 6 days a week instead of 5. Harriet? You want me to take away Wednesday? You want me to like put a segment on Wednesday? Oh, I've already lost it enough. Like we're already behind. This check-in's taking a while. Guys, if you haven't checked in, please check in. I know the stream has kind of turned into just like talking, but get your check-ins in while you can, because once I do my check-in, we're moving on. Transpirate says, I wouldn't mind shaving my eyebrows, but I already got beat up for how I look a few times, and it probably wouldn't help, says Transpirate. I appreciate your sense of humor, Transpirate, because I used to say the same thing. I remember in high school, my mom got me braces, and I was like, please. It was literally, because I didn't wear glasses, actually, as a kid. I remember starting, like towards the end of I was starting 9th grade. I was starting high school. And within the same month, I got glasses, braces, and I also was having a growth spurt. So all of my pants were like showing a lot of shin. Like I had a lot of like high water pants, and I was just like, Mom, I already am ugly. Why is this happening? Why am I being punished? I pray every night, God, what's going on? Omi says, all I can think about is when Adam from the Mythbusters burned his eyebrows off by accident. I never really watched that show. I was only tangentially aware of Mythbusters. I've never actually seen an episode of Mythbusters. I'm known I'm an eyebrow person for years, says Lindsay. Oh, yeah, I guess maybe I discovered being an eyebrow person way later in life. Am I an eyebrow person? Am I an eyebrow person? Thank you for the lurk, Leon. I appreciate it. Tender is replying to Lindsay. I'm at the bottom of the stream. I'm at the bottom of the chat. I made it. You only got glasses when you were in 9th grade? Whoa, says Lindsay. Yeah. Yeah. I only got glasses when I was in 9th grade. Technically, my eyesight wasn't that great for a long time, but I would always just sit at the front of the class. I thought that was normal. I was like, oh, I just have to sit at the front if I want to be able to read the board. I can only watch things when I'm close up. It wasn't until I was in 9th grade when my teacher saw me squinting and actually told my mom. Like, my teacher saw me squinting and then called my mom and was like, yo, Omni's not... Like, I think he might need glasses. I don't know if, like, he has glasses and is just afraid to wear them, but, like, maybe you should take him to the eye doctor. So, yeah. Anyways, Sam's check-in is Wednesday was good, and I put in a shelf that I bought for my laundry room, but turns out it's way too big for the room, but it's fine because it semi-fits. It has been raining here, and I love it. I'm so glad that you're enjoying and also nesting in your new place, Sam. Moving is always a nightmare. Whenever people move, my brain blocks out all of the bad things about moving and trying to get into a new place, and I only get to see the good things of them, like putting up new stuff and like, check out my new room. And so I know that was quite a bit of work and a struggle for you, so I'm still really happy to see you enjoying a new place, honestly. Power Steve says, Cyber. I am Power Steve. Or I'm trying to channel him at least. Nah, if you're Steve Harvey, says Harriet. Oh, talking about making a Twitch feud. Oh my god, the logistics of having like an actual game show in Twitch. Tonka Wobbly says, today I met Santa Claus, or a kid that claimed to be Santa. Sounds about right. They said they were going to give me a Lamborghini. I just wanted a flower, but they really wanted to give me a Lambo. Well, I hope you get it. This kid seems rather resourceful. They didn't seem to have a flower, though, so I don't know about them. Kiwi says, oof, when I needed glasses, I was in kindergarten, the teacher telling me that I needed to read something, but I couldn't read it, so I told her I couldn't see or read it, and she yelled at me and told me that I was lying, and it was dope and cool. Sounds like a cool teacher. Harriet is lurking. Thank you for the lurk, Harriet. I appreciate it. Lindsay says, I got glasses in the 3rd or 4th grade, I think. Umbe says, Tonka runs into Mr. Beast and turns down the Lambo. Mr. Beast, I think, lives somewhere in California. Zenith says, check in. I saw 2 deer yesterday. They were so cute, and they didn't run away. We just stared at each other in our respective snacks together. You know, deer are here also in California, and they also don't run away. And it kind of bothers me, because sometimes I'm trying to drive around them or move around the area, and they just stand in the middle of the street. Same thing with peacocks. They don't seem to be afraid of humans at all. Lurk says, Psychedelic, thank you for the lurk, Psychedelic, and I hope that you enjoy the food that you're making. Ominous, not omnious. Omnious? Whoa. Is omnious a word? Anywho, my check-in is yesterday. It started off, and it was a stream. We did a stream. It was Wednesday. We tried to work on Nobu's theme. It didn't happen because the stream, the chat got out of control, in a good way. Then we raided. Did we raid? We didn't raid. We just ended the stream. I spent quite a bit of time in studio yesterday, and I saw a video about KFC in England while I was in the studio, and they were talking about Manchester, and I spent a little bit of time in Manchester, and guys, I miss it so much. For those of you that have not been to Manchester, I spent a lot of time in Manchester. The best description I can give you of Manchester for Americans is that it's kind of like the South, but everybody has British accents. It's like the South. It's like going to Arkansas or Mississippi or Louisiana, and everybody has British accents. That's dope, says Liana. It's amazing. I freaking love it. It's like everything I want. If you haven't seen the show Shameless, Shameless takes place in Manchester. Like, that's why those people are like that. Anyways, I watched a video about KFC in Manchester. It made me very happy and made me want to return. But I spent a lot of time making music, and it was one of those days where you just look down, and you work, and then you look up, and it's 10 p.m. So I did that. I went to get food at Shinsengumi. I went to Shinsengumi and got curry udon instead of ramen this time. It was chill. Their skewers were poppin', but not nearly as poppin' as Foraibo that's on Sawtell, so that's whatever. I left there, came back home. By the time I got home, I was like answering texts. I realized I hadn't like looked, I hadn't like opened Line or Discord. So I opened everything and I was trying to like reply to text like super late, and everybody was like, "Bro, where the heck have you been?" Like I was just like, "Hey guys, what's going on?" Or like, "Hey man, like what's happening?" And everybody was just like, "Bro, like it's over, man. It's over. You missed the whole day. Where you been? We've been worried sick about you." And I'm like, "I think I finished maybe half of a song." And they're like, "That's great, I guess." And so that happened. Then I watched another video, and then I went to the liquor store. Oh, I went to the liquor store. I went to the liquor store and I bought, oh my god, what was I on? I think the sleep deprivation did get to me. I went to the liquor store and I bought like a lot of Arizona tea, and I bought the Jamaican ginger beer, which I know I hate. I do not like Jamaican ginger beer. It tastes very different than the way like it's brewed here in America and Australia. I prefer Australian ginger beer if I have an option, but it's like Australia first, and then America second, and then Jamaican like ninth or something. It's like I do not like it. Well, why the liquor store for that, says Lindsay. Why the liquor store for ginger beer and Arizona tea? Because the liquor store has a bigger selection of ginger beer and Arizona tea. Also, 7-Elevens, at least in the LA area, do not sell Arizona tea anymore. So if you want Arizona tea, you have to go to either like a mom and pop type corner store, or you have to go to like a CVS, Walgreens type thing. And I was just like, nah, I want to just hit up a corner store on the way home. And so it was 7-Eleven or the liquor store. Again, 7-Eleven doesn't have Arizona tea here. So yeah, I went to the liquor store. I went to the liquor store and bought a bunch of Arizona tea. So yeah, that's my life. I'm not trying to get liquor there. They also sell really cool incense. I mean, I say the liquor store because it's like half of the whole store. No. I say the liquor store because like 70 to 80% of the store is liquor, but the liquor store also sells like a lot of like huge variety of like waters, sodas, juices, like a lot of stuff. So yeah, like it's not like going to a liquor store and buying something that isn't liquor is like weird. There's a lot of stuff there. They have like also bread. It's weird. Now that I'm saying it out loud, it kind of Yeah, because you can also buy toothpaste there. It's almost like a bodega, but not quite, because you can't get fresh food. I know not all bodegas sell like sandwiches and fresh food, but like it feels wrong calling it a bodega. It's more of a liquor store and then some, I guess. I did that, came home, was really tired, went to bed. Woke up in the middle of the night, took a walk around the neighborhood. It was super foggy last night, so I felt like really cool, like Silent Hill. And I was doing a little bit of a power walk, and I was saying some things to myself, and then turned around, came home, went back to sleep, woke up again a little bit later than I would have liked to. Didn't get a chance to work out today. Had to rush and set everything up for the stream, which is why we started a little bit late, which is why I'm trying to rush through the medley and rush myself a little bit through the check-in. I'm guessing Arizona has been replaced by Peace Tea's Canto Tilapia. You're absolutely right. Peace Tea has taken the place of where Arizona used to be in the 7-Elevens in Los Angeles. Basically a bodega, says Liana. Exactly. Basically a bodega. Luxor says, you are teleporting to heaven. I'm trying. I'm halfway there. Lindsay says, okay, wait, I actually remember a place in Boston that was like that. Had a small grocery section in addition to a bunch of alcohol. Exactly. That's what's going on here. That's what I was in yesterday. Although it's called a liquor store. Like the sign says liquor store. Cyber says, LOL, I just got an email from work saying that my job site has lost 17 iDevices. Either from being stolen or from weather damage, LOL. These devices are only given, like, to managers and bosses, so it's really funny to me. How do you lose 17 of them? Do they mean they lost 17 total, like, over the course of this year, or they just, like, lost 17 of them overnight? Umbe says, someone outside just hopped in the TARDIS. I haven't watched Doctor Who, so I don't know what sound the TARDIS makes. Kiwi says, oh, check in. Yesterday I drew a lot and vibed. I paid for many things and now I'm poor, 2.0. Other than that, I made pasta, de bacalhau's. Probably butchered that, but I'm going to keep powering through, which is like a tiny Cuban slider that have deviled ham paste. Haven't had them in years, and it was very nostalgic and tasty. My roommate didn't like it, though. Ha ha ha. I'm sorry your roommate didn't like it, but I mean, if you were making it for yourself, screw your roommate. 17 total over the course of a few months, says Cyber, is how many iDevices were lost. Does I stand for intelligence? Or is it like iPhone, where the I stands for like 6 different things? You are being dissolved by the light. I like this Transpirate because it technically works on 2 different levels. Dissolving, right? You know, like a dissolve wipe, like in film terms. Which seems ridiculous, says Cyber, talking about losing 17 over the course of a few months. Are they big? How small are these iDevices? I mean, if they're the size of like an AirPod, like an Apple AirPod, I could see somebody losing that. What's deviled ham paste? Says Lindsay. It sounds self-explanatory, but maybe I don't even know. I imagine it's ham paste, like pate, that's also deviled. Maybe? Maybe? Is that everybody's check-in? I feel like I did my check-in. Bocaditos. Bougainvillea. Bolarono. What is bougainvillea? I think my mother liked bougainvilleas. I think it's a plant. I guess I don't know exactly what deviled means in terms of food now that I think about it. Bocaditos. Ham, mayo, red peppers, cream cheese, olives, pickles. Yeah. Yes. Everything about the olive sounds good. Everything but the olive sounds good. Lindsay's not a fan of olives. What are you a fan of? Time to do reviews. Amazon reviews. Then we'll have to choose. Time to review.
What kind of reviews?
Amazon That was such a well-timed yay. Oh my god, panning from that to this? Panning from like that to this like weird like sun-stricken jungle scene? Can I do that? Can I do that? Chicken and chips. Chicken and chips. Yo, British people are sick. Anyways, Omni can't talk about picky eaters. He can't. I won't hear it. I can talk about picky eaters. I can talk about anything I freaking want. Picky Eaters is one of them. I love olives, by the way. What is the first thing? Oh, let me explain how this game works. Guys, I'm going to show you a series of pictures of things that are sold on Amazon.com, and you're going to have to tell me if I picked a negative review of it to share with you guys or a positive review of it to share with you guys. It's a very simple 50-50 success, failure prediction. Now, Umbe has told me recently that Umbe has never gotten a prediction right, so I'm going to be paying very close attention to Umbe and the predictions that they do because I want to see Umbe win. We all want to see Umbe get that dub. Don't we want to see Umbe get a tasty dub? Don't we want to see Umbe get a tasty dub? The first thing that we're doing today is an action figure of Owen, Chris Pratt's character from Jurassic Park. Jurassic World! Wait, I only have 2.7k to spend. Don't have high hopes, says Ube. Ube, you got this one. Are we gambling, says Transpire? Yes? Goodbye. Goodbye, sanity. Goodbye, sleep. So today, this is, I'm gonna just bet against Umbe. Says Liana. So, for anybody that doesn't understand, let me walk you through a little bit of what this thing is. So this down here is amber. For those of you that have seen the Jurassic Park series or the Jurassic World series, you'll remember that a lot of the dinosaur DNA was stored in amber. That's how they found it. It was like stored in sap, which became amber. So the stand is made out of amber. He has little like notches on his feet that stab into the amber. And then he's very posable. As you can see on his knees and his thighs and his elbows and his wrists, he has... I think he might come with extra hands. You might be able to pop off his hand so he has a fist or like a hand. Those are the two things. I want to go ahead and give full disclosure on this, guys. I have not seen this movie. I know nothing about Jurassic World. I don't know what the dinosaurs are in it. I didn't even know that Chris Pratt's name was Owen in this film until I looked up this toy. Please place your predictions now. Yes. Please vote now. I think I like Chris Pratt's trajectory. I think there's a lot of things, I don't know if it's that I view things as not being real, but for a few of you that have been in the stream for a while, you'll know that, like, a lot of times when there's something that is arguably bad or arguably not so great artistically or in the media, I will usually take a kind of chaotic, supportive stance on it. Like, let the man finish. I think that that is my general take on most things. I think if somebody's doing something wild that seems like, harmless, I will say let the man finish. If somebody starts talking about why they think maybe cheese is like the excrement of some ancient deity, and they're standing on top of a table inside of, I don't know, Coco's Cafe, and everybody says, sit down, shut up, there's no way that cheese is god poop. I am definitely the person that says, I don't know, I kind of want to hear him out. I don't think it's hurting anybody, and I would love to hear the rest of this cheese god poop story. And I feel like that is the take that I've had on Chris Pratt. That's the take I had on the Sonic movie. That's the take that I'm going to have on the Mario movie. That's the take that I'm going to have on Chris Pratt being Garfield. That's the take that I'm going to have on the live-action Cowboy Bebop Netflix series. That's the take I have on everything. Yo, let him finish. Death Note, live action on Netflix? I'll watch it. Umbe says, I like the theory that Chris Pratt witnessed a director commit a crime, and that's why he gets so much work. I like that theory. Chris Pratt, you know, I mean, I don't need to walk you guys through it. Chris Pratt definitely was like he was like the goofball, right? He was like Parks and Rec goofball. He was in stuff before that. You know, he was in Everwood, right? But he was like Chris Pratt on Parks and Rec. People liked him because he was a goofy man. And the fact that he's had this like wild trajectory from like goofy man on Parks and Rec to like just... I feel like Chris Pratt... I'm not saying he wants this. I'm not saying the world wants this, but I'm saying I feel like whoever is in control of the universe tubes, Have we talked about the universe tubes? You know the universe tubes? I feel like whoever's in control of the universe tubes had a Chris Pratt tube, and they had a Ryan Reynolds tube. And somebody's trying to merge Chris Pratt's tube to be in the Ryan Reynolds tube. And he's kind of turning into this, like, I'm funny, and I don't take myself too seriously, but also, I'm in very good shape. And isn't my head super square? I feel like that's what's happening, and I like Ryan Reynolds a lot. I'm saying I like Ryan Reynolds a lot, and I feel like we're not that far from Chris Pratt doing a lot of the things that Ryan Reynolds is doing. Like Chris Pratt being the voice of Mario and Ryan Reynolds having been the voice of Pikachu doesn't exactly like... I'm just saying I see parallels. That's all I'm saying. Kiwi appreciates Tube Talk. You know what I'm talking about. Does that make him a clone, says Liana? A clone of Ryan Reynolds? No, I don't think so. I think you're right, says Luxor. Thank you, Luxor. Thank you. I might forget that I said that tomorrow, so I appreciate that. I haven't heard this tube talk before. The universe tubes? I see the parallel, says Leah. Yeah, right? And I'm not saying that Chris Pratt's doing this on purpose. I'm not saying anybody's doing this on purpose. I just think that there are certain archetypes that exist in Hollywood, and the funny joke man turned into, like, pretty good dramatic actor that doesn't take himself too seriously, that's also just, like, in very good shape and very good looking and takes care of himself and is kind of, like, America's sweetheart. Like, we've seen it happen before. Technically, Chris Evans, Captain America, technically Human Torch Chris Evans was that. If you guys remember a lot of Chris Evans, like, earlier work, he was kind of like the freaking clown, and he was, like, in a lot of, like, teen, like, gross movies, like, you know, like, sexy college stuff. And he wasn't, like, in shape, he was just, like, a whatever dude. He was like the guy that you looked at and you kind of wanted to punch, and now he was Captain America? I don't know, man. Funny part is Chris Pratt didn't used to be in good shape. Yeah. That's what I mean. I mean, technically, Ryan Reynolds wasn't in good shape either. He wasn't in bad shape, but he wasn't, you know... We're looking at Ryan Reynolds now. We're looking at the iconic... Oh, crap, the prediction's over. Anyways, oh, wait, I need to full... Oh, hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, alright. I didn't have my, thing. I didn't have my, my review. If I press this button and a different review comes up from last week or something, I apologize. I really do. It's a sincere apology. I'm super sorry, guys. I'm super sorry I didn't do the thing. Alright. Review. Initiate review sequence. Okay, everybody's voted. The predictions are in. Sound commands aren't on? Bot's broken? It's just cooldown. Okay. Thank you, Cyber. Yeah, guys, the bot's fine. Anyways, if you have voted that this was going to be a bad review, you're absolutely right. Ellie MC gives this 1 star and says, not good. Says not good. I am very disappointed in this figure. I bought it for my son who is obsessed with Chris Pratt. It was his birthday gift. After receiving it at his birthday, he had it for 3 or 4 days and the arm completely fell off. I was able to get it back into place because it's made out of soft material, but it's just constantly fell out of place after that. The amber stand that he should have stood on lasted once, and a peg broke off on his foot, and it made it even worse after requesting a new one. It's been over 2 weeks and it still hasn't arrived. My son is so upset, he asks about it every day. This was his favorite toy he received. We are so disappointed. Up until he broke, he was pretty awesome looking. If I could give it 0 stars, I would. It's really sad. Nobody found this review helpful, but, you know, well, actually, no. It seems to be made poorly. Hold on. Can you guys see? Hold on, guys. Can you guys look at... He's like this, right? I want you guys to look at his hand. Can you guys see that little square or something? Like there's like a panel that's that's removable. Oh, maybe that's what locks it into place or something? I also thought that the son asking the mother about it every day was very funny. I also thought that it was very funny. I was going against the grain, says Kanto. I'm so mad, says Kiwi. I'm sorry, Kiwi. Pernicic says, man, did I miss us talking about getting a universe in a tube? You wouldn't want to do that. Luxury says, how can you be obsessed with Chris Pratt? As a child, no less. I think that the kid probably just likes Jurassic World a lot. Well, no, probably Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, if you're a kid, there's probably a lot of Chris Pratt content for you. Especially now with, like, Mario and Garfield coming. Like, yeah, if you're a kid and you like Chris Pratt, like... Mom, where's my Chris Pratt doll? Mom, you said you ordered a new Chris Pratt doll. Mom, it's been a whole week. Where is it? I also want to say, guys, and this isn't a diss towards the kid. This isn't disrespect towards the mother who also bought her kid this thing, because I imagine if your kid likes Chris Pratt, how many Chris Pratt dolls are there, you know, to choose from? Probably not that many. But... from the way it's standing on the Amber platform, and even when you look at the review, and she says, a peg broke off of his foot. The fact that a peg broke off of his foot means to me that this toy can't stand on its own. It must have little sticks that come out of its foot. I don't think this is an action figure to give to your kid. I think this is something that you put on a shelf and you just let sit. I think that this might be on the mom's bad for buying what seems to be a collectible, like, shelf toy, like, figure to a child who is clearly going to be smashing it on things and trying to tame dinosaurs with it. I feel like it's a display piece. Yeah, Liana. I think that this was never a toy. I think that this review is bad. I don't agree with this review because I think that she thought she was buying an action figure and she is judging this as if it's a toy that's meant to be played with. And I don't think that it's a toy that's meant to be played with. I think that it's a toy that's meant to be displayed. Plot twist, the son is 23 years old is pretty good. Frenetic. Kanto says, I'm pretty sure that the peg is just to allow bending the hands. Oh, that weird little square? Also, the parent clearly doesn't know the arm falling off makes the action figure cooler. Did Owen break his arm in the movie? Again, I haven't seen the movie. Maybe don't answer that. No spoilers, right? Yeah, the peg should be in the stand. That makes no sense, says... Yeah, says Lindsay. I don't think that it's meant to be played with. It's like a statue you can pose, not really an action figure, says Psychedelic. I agree with this. I think making a display piece movable is weird, but if it's not a display, just make it in the one solid stance. I agree with this. However, I feel a little bit like a hypocrite because I do have a Sora figure that is posable, and it is definitely not an action figure. It is a display piece. I mean, why wouldn't you always do that? Still, right? When you put the pegs in the base, why wouldn't you always do that? Yeah, I don't understand. Her son is 35, says Luxor. No toy should be left unplayed with, I say, says Tanka, which seems to have the same stance as the kid who received this for their birthday, I think it was. Viv is straight up chillin'. It's got one big yellow leaf, though. That leaf is gone. That leaf is dead. That leaf... Wow! You see that? Oh, no! I didn't even pull it! I just touched it! Anyways, we have more things that we need to get to as far as, like, things that need to be reviewed. There is a second one. There is a second Amazon item. It's useful for display, says Psychedelic. For multiple pieces, if you change their pose, you can do some kind of cool stuff. Omni, I'm only saying this to mentally prepare you, but Viv will probably die off. I am mentally prepared. Are you mentally prepared, Viv? Are you mentally prepared? What is our second item? Our second item today is a hamburger phone. It's a hamburger telephone. Also, by the way, I think that this should be, see how it says hamburger phone? It should be called a cheeseburger phone. If I went to a restaurant and I ordered a hamburger and it came like this, I wouldn't be mad because I love cheeseburgers, but I would be like, this is not a hamburger, sir. This is a cheeseburger. Anyways, this is the second item for the... Oh. Somebody is very confident. God, the air feels so good today. The air feels amazing. Viv might need some counseling, says Tonka. Viv is forever, says Umbe. Get a grow lamp and go against biology, says Pernetic. I'm already going so hard against biology. I'm flying in the face of biology. This is a sick item, says Lindsay. I want to talk about this item for a little bit. Some of you might not be familiar with Hamburg phone, or Hot Lip phone, or Felix the Cat phone, Felix the Cat clock. I think that there was a time in my life where Whew, that's scary. There is a time in my life where every time I watched a movie, the phones were always like this. Like, it was always a kid with a novelty phone. And I remember looking forward to that. Like, that was like my dream. I was like, I can't wait until I'm a teenager. Like, I'm not joking, guys. Like, I remember looking forward to being like 16 so that I could have a phone in my room. Because, you know, you have landlines, you have... Oh my god. Anyways, you have landlines. Most households have like a phone in the living room, a phone in the kitchen, and then a phone in maybe the parents' room. For me, I remember my sister, my older sister, Amanda, got to have a phone in her room. Not a cell phone, a landline. And I was like, I can't wait until I'm like in high school so I can get a phone in my room. And then I can get one of those cool novelty phones where it's like lips, where it's like a bottom lip and you pick up the top lip, hello top lip, or where I can get a hamburger, and you pick up the top bun, hello top bun. I really wanted like a novelty phone, and I remember like that was really like one of the things that I cared about most. Like, I was like, I can't wait to be a freaking teenager so that I can get a novelty phone. And hamburger phone was definitely one of those. It was one of those options. Ring, 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 ring. Oh my god, wait, I need to open this. Burger phone. This is good. Burger phone. There's a place here in Los Angeles called Hangabers. She named her burger place Hangabers because that's how her daughter says the word hamburger, and I thought it was so endearing. Get off the phone, I'm on it, says Liana. So that's the other thing, right? Like, when you had a phone in your room, and you picked up the phone, you were talking on the phone, anybody who picks up the landline, for anybody that is, I don't know, there might be some, like, kids in here that don't understand how a landline works, but, like, if you were on the phone talking and somebody else picks up the phone, they can just eavesdrop on your conversation. And I remember there were so many times where I would be talking on the phone, and my little sister like got to this age where she really loved ordering pizza. I don't even know that she was always finishing and eating the pizza, but she would order pizza all the time. And I would be like talking to, at the time, my girlfriend on the phone, you know, saying things that you say to your girlfriend. Wow, you so beautiful. You so pretty. Wow, English was wild today, right? Oh my god. Miss Reynolds, screw her. We should just ditch tomorrow. Anyways, I'm saying stuff like this to my girlie at the time. And my little sister would always pick up the phone, and before, like, checking to see if I was on, she would just start dialing, like, Papa John's number. So it was always, like, me talking on the phone, and then just hearing, like, dun, 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 dun. And she would always finish the entire number before putting it to her ear, and I'd be like, Ashley, I'm on the phone. Ashley, I'm talking. I'm trying to spit game right now. She's like, yo, get off the phone. Let me order Papa John's and you can call her back later. I'm like, what are you talking about? You can't interrupt this. You can't interrupt love. Why don't you walk to Papa John's? It's literally 3 blocks away. Just walk to Papa John's and pick up the pizza. Your legs work. You don't do anything else. Eavesdropping on siblings and embarrass them. Yeah, that was a vibe for a second. That was like a whole thing. That was a whole thing. My parents eavesdropped on a couple of my conversations and I got in trouble. I got in some big trouble on some... Why was I so liberally talking about things when I knew... I guess because cell phones didn't exist, so I was like, this is the only way. This is the only way to talk to people. I just have to take that risk. Anyways, only 90s kids will remember the internet and phone being tethered to one another. Ooh, boy. Boy, do I remember this. I voted yay because I have a hope that I will see someone really enjoying this thing, says Tonka Wobbly. Pick up the phone, baby. Hamburger phone, baby. Who is that? Is that Travis Scott? Am I singing Travis Scott? Kiwi says, I used to be RP Sailor Moon on the phone with... I used to RP Sailor Moon on the phone with my friend, and my grandma would always pick up the phone and yell at me. Heck yeah. Those are the vibes, Kiwi. That's what I'm talking about. The good old days, says Luxor. Now we have Instagram, which is arguably maybe a little bit worse. The way you still seem heated about it. I just think, like, if I'm in, like, you know, when you're talking to somebody, you get, like, the flirt vibes up to, like, 9. You can't get off the phone for freaking 9 minutes and then call that person back and get back in the mood. It's like we've already got things zhuzhed up. Order your pizza later. This isn't going to take long. The flirt blurt isn't going to take long. I'm going to see this girl tomorrow. I'm going to see this girl in like 9 hours. Just give me a second. Psychedelic says, I remember my parents being caught. Oh, I remember my parents caught me talking to a friend and trying to buy weed using the house phone once. They didn't say anything until I got back to the house and they took my weed. I'm pretty sure they smoked it. Dang, you bought your parents weed? Ooh, boy. Okay, you can put love on hold, says Pernetic. You can't put love on hold. I agree with this. Thank you. Gear votes in. Yes, the prediction is over. I hope you all voted. The poll is closed. Thank you, Cyber. Thank you, Cyber, for letting me know. Umbe says, I think that's Travis or Future. I don't know. I don't listen to music. I'm pretty sure it's Travis Scott. I think it's that song Goosebumps. That or my mom started using the internet while I was on the phone. Yeah, that was wild. That was wild stuff. This should be yay. Well, you all voted. Hold on, let me get my review up. Vincenzo Brunetti is today's reviewer. Vincenzo Brunetti gives this hamburger phone 1 star. Says it completely sucks, guys. I'm really sorry for the people that were hoping on yay. He goes on to say the thickness was the best part.
Boo!
The thickness was the best part. Actually, the only part that worked was the thickness. It's a paperweight with a quart attached to it. It lasted 1 phone call, not 1 day, 1 single phone call. I was so excited because I love cheeseburgers and my phone was not working. Aww. I thought this would be a win-win. It was very quickly became a lose-lose. I'm so disappointed and will only be purchasing non-burger phones from now on. Really sorry. I was excited because I love cheeseburgers and my phone was not working. I'm really sorry to hear this. I'm sorry, Kiwi. Oh no. Kiwi lost big on this one. I really am sorry about that. He got burned by the burger phone. It's okay though. Umbe really don't win. Umbe, did you really lose again? No. Umbe, where are you? Umbe, did you win the first one at least? For real, Umbe, did you just lose both of these? I call hogwash. Have you really lost? Oh my god. This is weird, Umbe. Umbe should never go to Vegas. Umbe, this is weird. It's a 50-50 chance. How do you... This isn't your fault. Sorry, I'm wording it as if it's your fault or you're doing it on purpose. But it is very, it's very strange. I went to Vegas and lost there too, Cypher. This is very interesting. Umbe, you got this. I trust in you. You are going to win one of these. I'm going to be so happy when Umbe wins one of the yay or boo. Literally flip a coin and don't choose Umbe. You would have more luck. Alright. By the way, I just want to say that even though I looked forward to having a novelty phone when I was a teenager, by the time I got to be a teenager, cell phones had already been a thing. And so having a house phone, or rather aspiring to having a house phone in your room, was no longer a thing to aspire to. So I did kind of miss the boat, I guess. I missed the boat on novelty landlines to have in your bedroom. Umbe, you make it easier for the rest of us. We just vote against you and we win, says Predict. This is so mean. Umbe, Umbe, you got this. You're gonna win one, and I'm gonna be even happier than you are when you win one. Now I'm invested in you. Just choose the opposite of your gut, says Leon. I love this, the Umbe coaching. We will be happy when Umbe wins, says Tonka. You can't lose in Vegas if you do stuff that isn't gambling, like eat and sleep, which is basically all I do in Vegas. I used to play video games, but they got rid of their GameWorks. Guys, the third item today is okay, so this might not be clear what you're looking at. What you guys are looking at is a electrical device that projects a 3D image of Shrek's head, and it spins. It like turns in a 360-degree motion, as long as the light is on. Plot twist, it's an NFT. By the way, I think I didn't know that technology was here yet. I think I didn't know. I don't know that I've ever actually in person seen a 3D projection like this. I don't know that I have. I'm not saying that I didn't know that this existed, but I just think I have never seen one of these in person. So I didn't know. I'm still actually kind of I still am kind of like confused on how the tech works for it. Anyways, plot twist is an NFT. Oh, it's here, Omni. What's here? Oh, technology, the tech. Absolutely no way, says Kanto. This gets a bad review. Are you saying no way this gets a bad review? Or are you saying no way this gets a bad review? This is a good review. We worked out holograms and realized they kind of sucked. Is what happened, says Umbe. And so this is the product. This is the finished product of that. Hey, now it's a Shrek head. Get your game on. I like these. Honestly, if I was doing the predictions, I would honestly just make the prediction yay or boo. But the titles of these are fun. Thank you, Cyber, for putting in the work. Old Boy, thank you for the follow. Old Boy is a really good movie, by the way. Don't watch it though. Old Boy's a great film, but don't watch it. I don't think this is 3D. It's just a flat plate that's etched in, I think. It's just a flat plate that's etched, I think. Word. And then the 3D spinning is like a 2D animation kind of thing. Word. Either way. Oh god, not Old Boy, says Psychedelic. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that movie here. We're going to focus on whatever the heck is happening right now. We're going to focus on what's happening right now. Time to Nabaju. Shrek headlight. A little bit of background on my life and Shrek. I have actually never seen Shrek past the first one. I never saw Shrek 2. I never saw Shrek 3. I never saw Shrek Happily Ever After or Never Ever After. Happily Never After. I don't actually know the order that they came in. And then I never saw the one where he goes back in time. I know there was like a time one. I know there was a time one. I saw the first Shrek. I can't remember the context I saw the first Shrek in. Did I see it in theaters? I don't feel like I did. But I remember seeing the first Shrek and watching it with my...
Oh, God! Oh. It is so good to see you!
What's up, Kwame? I remember seeing the first Shrek, and my mom thought it was so funny. And it was like this really interesting divide that I had with my mom, where, by the way, I never liked the movie Shrek. I didn't even kind of enjoy it. I like sat through it and I was like, this is fine. I like Eddie Murphy. But I didn't like really love the movie. But I remember looking at my mom. My mom was like doubled over, like tears streaming down her face, laughing at this movie. I've seen my mom laugh this hard so few times in my life, like at actual movies. Usually she's laughing at us, or she's laughing at something she said. She's laughing at friends and family, but in the movie theater, it's really hard to get my mom to laugh at comedy. She finds like a lot of comedy to be like maybe too droll or too vulgar, but she watched Shrek and she's like dying laughing. And I was like, what is this? What's happening? And then every time she had like grandkids come over, or like nephews and nieces, she was like, put on Shrek. Albert, put on Shrek. You guys are gonna like this. Have you seen Shrek? Oh, Donkey. I just love Donkey. My mom loved Shrek. She loved Shrek more than like any kids I know. And I remember when like the second one and the third one came out, none of us would watch them but her. Like, we all watched it as a family, the first one, but like by the time the sequels were coming out, my mom was just like, there's another Shrek. I'm like, I'm not gonna watch this movie, Mom. I'm not gonna watch this movie. I think she liked Eddie Murphy more. Yeah, maybe that's what it was, Cyber, but she continued to watch these movies. My mom has seen Shrek more times than most people I know. She's seen that movie mad times. And she still laughs at it each time as if it's like the first time. It's wild. It's wild. It's wild. Anyways, shouts out to my mom. Love you, Mom. Not a big fan of Shrek, but I love my mom. My mom loves Puss in Boots. Was that, Antonio Banderas? Was he the voice? I think I remember, like, him getting, like, a spin-off movie, didn't he? Was Shrek not in his spin-off movie? Was his spin-off movie a prequel? That's usually what they do with spin-offs, right? I feel like old people get attached to things way better than youngsters, says Umbe. Sometimes. I feel like it's about equal. But yeah, sometimes old people do get attached to a thing. I learned what parfait was because of Donkey. What a parfait was. That's very funny. Poll's over. Thank you, Cyber, again, for launching the poll. I hope everybody voted. I just love that. My dad loves the Minions. He has a Minion hat, says Tonka. That's pretty cool. Shouts out to your dad. Shouts out to my mom. Shouts out to any parents who get really invested into, like, any type of, like, children/family films. Because it's nice. I mean, even though I kind of, like, joke about it, it's nice that my mom was into something like this. And maybe not into something that was, like, actively, like, horrifying or something. At least she liked watching something. My mom also loves Minions, says Liana. I had to watch the first Shrek in school more than once, says Psychedelic. In English? I know for a lot of foreign language classes in America, they, like, will just have the people or the students in the class watch just... Sometimes they'll just watch just a regular movie in a different language, like in French, if you're taking French class or something. I never quite understood that. Maybe my school just sucked? Umbi says, actually, yeah, I guess I'm also attached to very specific things like that, too. I guess it just seems cooler when you get older. Yeah, it definitely does. Some teachers would have a movie vote for, like, an occasional movie, and they always voted for Shrek. It was just random classes. That sucks. This person is 85 years old, and they still like Thomas the Tank Engine. Real not clickbait. Goodness gracious. I had to watch it in 10th grade U.S. history class once. I don't know what's so historical about Shrek, but I hope you guys did vote yay, because LZ gives this 5 stars. 5 stars, and I will go on to read their actual review. Absolutely stunning! Okay, will not lie. I initially only purchased this because I saw it on a TikTok. I actually loved this so much I ended up buying a second one as a gift for my friend. The sheer thought of looking at Shrek every night as I lay my head to slumber brought me great comfort, because I knew I would be protected, so of course I bought it. Aside from the beautiful visual, the product works very well. The lights can be displayed in a variety of colors, which is good because sometimes we have a sad boy hours in my house, and it's nice to have some blue lighting as I listen to Somebody Else by the 1975. I want to go ahead and say, guys, that I'm not familiar with this song. So if that's a sad boy hours song, that's sick. I don't listen to the 1975. Anyways, going on, they said there is also a beautiful color changing feature for when I have raves in my bedroom by myself. This also included a mini gift, where I can plug in a mini Shrek into my laptop so the party never stops. The distributors or whatever also left the cutest little note in the package, and it was just the sweetest thing ever. Overall, this is an amazing product, especially for the price, and if you are considering this purchase, I 10 out of 10 recommend it. Have a beautiful day, Amazon lovelies, and enjoy your shopping. Smiley face. They give a smiley face. And also, 22 people, guys, 22 people found this review helpful. I didn't. I'm not going to buy this thing, but it's cool that somebody was getting it. This is so wholesome, says Tonka Wobbly. I want to be this person's friend who, like, received it as a gift. I didn't take into account meme power. I should have known, says Umbe. Umbe, did you lose again? Oh my god. Umbe, how? What if Umbe's really smart and actually knows what the answer is and is purposely self-sabotaging? Umbe, what did I say? Flip a coin. Oh my god. I want this lamp but a monkey instead of Shrek. Just any monkey, Psychedelic? Any, like, you want, like, Curious George or King Kong, or you just want just any nondescript monkey? Stop choosing, Umbe. Yeah, choose against yourself, Umbe. Choose against what you think it would be, is my advice. I mean, somebody else had that. I think Liana had that advice for you. I can't believe this. I can't believe it. I can't believe you've lost 3. There's still 2 more left, though, Umbe. You can still win. I want the monkey from Aladdin. Abu was his name, I believe? Abu? Yeah, generic monkey. Probably a gorilla. Gorilla. That's a Tarzan reference. There needs to be a channel points donation system so that you can, like, bail out Umbe. We need to bail out the banks. Okay. Guys, we gotta speed it up. This is the fourth one. The fourth one is a book called How to Make People Like You in 90 Seconds by Nicholas Boothman. I've used my available betting credits. Now I'm done. I'm free. If you go under 40K, I'll be sad. We need to bail out the banks.
Boo!
I'm like sweating. I'm sweating. All right. All right. Umbe, you got this one. Umbe, please. Is Umbe literally out of tokens? Does Umbe not? How do we place a bet? I've just been putting yay or boo. Oh, psychedelics. It's a prediction. If you click on, actually, I don't know how it shows up on a phone. If you're on a phone, but like, there's a prediction. You have to. You go into the prediction, then you are allowed to give points to one side or another. And if you keep hitting it, you'll give more. I think it's like 10 at a time, or you could set a custom amount to bet bigger, possibly win bigger. Whew. Fairly popular socialist streamer on here actually does that. Says Lookout Shift. Does what? Bail out banks? Omniro was right. It was all on purpose. Umbe stimmy checks for all. Yep, calculated. Aw, Umbe, you got this one. Do you honestly? Are you out of tokens? Can you not even bet? I feel like you have this one. I feel like you can get this one. Yeah, it should be on top of chat. Yes, the prediction should be on the top of the chat. We believe in Umbe. Umbe, you got this. Psychedelic says, okay, cool, got it. I think they meant channel point donations. Oh, so you can do that? Does everyone know how to do a custom bet for anything more than 10 points, says Pernetic? I'm not exactly sure how to do it on the phone. I only know how to do it on the computer. Anybody ever watch Salty Bet? I have watched Salty Bet. I used to be a big fan of Mugen because, because of Smash. I think Smash awakened something in me where I wanted everybody in fighting games to be in each other's fighting games. And then Salty Bet became a pretty big thing for me. I was under the impression that Umbe had 2k points, but I think he was saying he has around 40k. Oh, okay. Freaking go for it then, Umbe. You got this one. Yeah, I have around 40k. I only spend down to a certain amount of anything I bet on. Okay, cool. Well, you'll win this one. Umbe, you'll win this one. Umbe's rich, by the way. Umbe's rich. Umbe's like that NFT guy that lost all of his magic monkeys. I can't understand Jordan Peterson, says Luxor. Who? Lindsay says, I'm sitting here with 15k feeling like you're down bad. Yeah, Umbe's mad rich. It's because Umbe never redeems anything. Umbe never redeems plants or dapper up or anything. Umbe just saves up points. Like mad. I got 7. I was born to gamble, says Kiwi. You got this, Kiwi. You got this one. I'm gonna read this, sorry, because they're always funny. They like me, they really like me, yes or no? Whenever okay, Cyber, and you're gonna know exactly where I'm going with this, but the they like me, they really like me, or they love me, they really love me thing, as a kid, I thought that The Mask invented that. I thought that was a Mask bit. I didn't realize that The Mask was referencing a movie that, of course, I hadn't seen because I was like a freaking kid. There are so many wild references in The Mask that went over my head as a kid. I thought all the stuff that he was saying were original Mask quotes. But he does so many wild movie quotes and movie references and stuff like that. Musical references. I resume Zia. What you mean, says Umbe. My bad, Umbe. Umbe resumes Zia. My bad, Umbe. I also despise the color palette for this book cover, says Lindsay. You don't like it? I like it. It makes me think of Google. Okay, this book cover reminds me of my favorite book, Chicka Chicka Boom Boom Google. I've never seen this book, Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. I've never seen this book. However, I will say, guys, I've never read a book like this. There's a lot of books like this. There's a lot of books. If I'm opening a book, first of all, there better be magic. If there's not magic, there better be stress. It has to be like a thriller or a mystery, something. I'm not going to read a book that's not going to tell me a cool story. I don't like reading stuff like this. I don't like reading self-help books, or I just don't like them. I don't like reading biographies about dead presidents and stuff like that. Even though I know there's something to be gained in a lot of these books, I, for one, am not super into it. It was actually Sally Field winning an Oscar for a movie called Places in the Heart. That's wild. Cyber, that's wild. Because it's like, yeah, how am I going to know that? How is a kid going to know that? The Mask was filled with so many sick references. Please watch The Mask. If you haven't seen The Mask, or it's been over 10 years since you've seen it, please watch it again. Have I watched it recently? No. Do I know if it ages well? I have no idea, but watch it anyway, and you tell me if it ages well. Cyber says, which apparently was a huge deal back in the day, the Sally Fields Oscar speech. I guess it was, because The Mask isn't the only time I've seen that reference, but I thought everybody else that was referencing it as a kid was referencing The Mask. I didn't realize The Mask was referencing something that everybody else was also referencing. Uh-oh, sorry guys, just act like you didn't hear that. We are owed a movie night, Omni. Let's watch The Mask. I'd actually be down to watch The Mask. I, have that movie memorized front to back. I appreciate self-help books when they're, not based in whack ideas, but ones with titles like this piss me off a little. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty sick. What is it called? Social engineering? I think that's what it was called. Canto Tilapia says American history is boring anyway. American history is just really short. I think that a lot of times when it comes to history, I do find American history interesting, but a lot of the, especially Asian countries, I find the history of them a little bit more interesting just because they're so much older a lot of times. I mean, most countries are older than America, and so I feel like American history just doesn't really go back that far, Doesn't go back that far. I would love to watch The Mask, says Lindsay. Oh, same. We might have a movie night then. We might have a movie night on our hands. Zumbe says self-help books can be fine. You just have to understand what they give you the tools to do something. You have to understand that they give you the tools to do something, but you have to apply it. The bad part is that it exploits people who are low and they know it. Yeah, I think that self-help books can be exploitative if they are written a specific way about a specific thing, which is kind of what I think Lindsay was talking about. Trying to, mess with somebody's head to get what you want. The verb kind of reads scuzzy, says Cyber. I think in my life I learned that being a nice person is usually the best way to get people to like you. That and memes. Memes usually work. 100%. 100% of the time memes work. The Lookout Ship says, I was lucky to study some Black American and Native American histories in college. Way more fascinating than the American history that we're all used to. I believe you on that. It's probably really dope. Thank you. Guys, the poll is over. Oh, okay, I got it. And I hope you voted boo because Kate Eagleston gives us 1 star with the title, You've Gotta Be Kidding. You've Gotta Be Kidding. He goes on to say, first of all, let me say that I am a very open-minded person.
Boo.
However, this is just ridiculous. First, I would like to draw attention to the author, Nick Boothman's credentials. He claims to be a licensed master practitioner of neuro-linguistic programming. Sounds fancy, right? Well, as it turns out, you too can be a licensed master practitioner of neuro-linguistic programming. All it takes is about $5,000 in 9 days to attend a seminar put on by Richard Bandler. Absolutely anyone who pays can attend, and the hundreds that do all receive the title after a mere 9 days. I'm sorry, but anything that takes 9 days to master cannot possibly be legitimate. However, if you're still unsure, his section in the transference of throat energy should certainly remove all doubt. This man just kind of tore apart the author. I don't even know that he read the book. I think he just kind of started tearing apart the author for his goofy credentials. A master practitioner of neuro-linguistic programming. What a lot of fancy wording. To say that this person knows how to con people. Wow, what a load, says Frenetic. Throat energy. I kind of want to read this thing on throat energy. Thank you, Lindsay, for gifting a sub to Lookout Shift. We love Lookout Shift here. Thank you, Lindsay. Whoa. Heck yeah. Throat energy, baby. This man is the throat ghost. Tilapia? Cyber? A glizzy goblin. We've got a glizzy goblin on our hands. Whoa. 50 times, Lindsay. 50 times? That is a lot of gift subs. You're right, Harriet. God dang, I didn't even see that. Throat trading arc beginning now. Oh, dang, I guess it is 50 times. That's wild. I agree, that is wild. Thank you again, Lindsay. Really, I really do appreciate it. Umbe, did you win? Umbe? Umbe, did you win this one? Did you get this one, Umbe? I don't think winning is supposed to feel bad. So I'd say no. Nah, you won! Umbe won! He's being modest, guys. Umbe won one. Feels bad, man, says Leon. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Umbe. I will say... I will say that I don't know how many of these things happen, but I feel like not talking about this book, but I know like seminars and stuff like that. I know there's a lot of people, a lot of dudes specifically. It seems like it almost seems to be almost exclusively a dude thing of like guys that like hold seminars that are like, I'm gonna teach you how to get a girl in 30 minutes or less, or I'm gonna teach you how to become a millionaire in 30 days or less. Like there's always a dude that's holding a seminar that always costs money to get into, and everybody that gets out of that seminar always is given some type of title or certification, and I find that fine. I find that fine, right? Because, I mean, it's sad because it, like, preys on a specific minded person. But if you think that reading this book is going to give you the power to make people like you in 90 seconds, your priorities are all out of whack. I think just the word making people like you. Maybe if this book was retitled, How to Be... Ways to Be Likeable, maybe? Even that sounds kind of whack, but if it was more so, like, self-effacing, like, it was, like, how to be likable or how to be a decent person. If this book was just called How to Be a Decent Person in 90 seconds... Never mind. Maybe it's the timing thing that throws it off. Maybe that there's 90 seconds on it. How to Be a Decent Person could be a cool book, though. See, I did the opposite of what I first thought this time, says Umbe. Anyone who tells you they answer the question humanity has been trying to answer for a millennia, they're selling snake oil. Snake oil salesman, a personal favorite. I'm gonna teach you how to be a pizza master. I'm thinking of eating pizza today. That sounds so good, Cyber. God dang, that sounds good. I think I'm gonna order Papa John's today because Papa John's is doing a thing for Veterans Day and Call of Duty where if you order Papa John's, a little bit of the money that you gave to Papa John's actually goes to veterans. And I think maybe some of it also goes to Call of Duty. I'm not exactly sure, but I think I want to get Papa John's today for that reason. How to Train Your Dragon, says Cyber. No, it says dragon. Psychedelic says, I just feel like it's subjective, no matter how you look at it, because everyone views things a little different. Exactly. You can't make everybody like you in any amount of time. I find the question how to be nice is better than how to be likable. Word, Tonka Wobbly. How to be decent. How to be a decent human being would be a pretty sick book to read. And then at the end there could be a footnote that's just a shrug. It's not even text. There's just kind of a picture of at the end of it a guy going like, here's some ways to be decent, but also at the end of the day, we all are different. Somebody might view that as decent. Somebody might view it as weird. Anywho, we only have one left, guys. And we already got a decent win for Umbe, so now I don't care what happens. The last item is, and you might not be able to tell what this is, so I'm going to give it, some people might already know what this is. This is a fake rock. This is a decorative hollow rock that you can place in your yard to add a little bit of pop. It's a fake rock, says Tonka Wobbly. Tonka Wobbly, very familiar with fake rocks, pebbles, and boulders. This is a fake rock. It's sold on Amazon. I feel like you nudged it in that direction. We should both be jailed, says yeah. How to find friends rather than how to make friends, says Tonka. That could be cool. That could be cool. I can't get this one wrong, right, says Umbe. It's a fake rock. It's so cute, says Kiwi. Kiwi loves rocks, especially the kinds that are liars. This is a liar of a rock. Anywho, I'm going to talk a little bit about fake rocks and fake plants and fake, just imposters in the wild. Before that, I'm going to read the prediction. Do you smell what the rock is cooking? Beautiful. It's beautiful. I also want to talk about the rock now, but I'll do what I was going to say first. Throughout my life, I never understood that things could be fake. And I mean, this is both like a broad statement on like movies felt real, you know, like video games and stories felt real to a certain degree. It was hard to imagine something was fake. And I remember the first time that I encountered something fake was actually a fake rock. And it was because I was riding my bike. I've told this story a few times. I didn't have training wheels on a bike, and I also never had a tricycle. I just got a bicycle, and I taught myself how to ride it just in the apartment complex parking lot where I lived. And I remember there was a hill that came down around the parking lot. There was like a hill that came down, there was a curve. And what I would do is I would just push myself with my legs, and I would ride down that hill, and I'd stick my legs out to the side, and I'd try to balance and stay straight. And if I started to fall off to one side, I would just put my feet down and like pedal myself to a stop. And I kept doing that over and over and over. Anyways, once I actually got the hang of riding a bike and I had successfully taught myself how to pedal, I would ride down this hill. This is how I would get a lot of my balance practice. One day, I lost my balance and flew over a curb, and I actually hit my head on a rock. And the reason I figured out that the rock was fake is because, I was not dead. I was okay, and I stood up, and there was a crack in the rock, actually. And I was like, whoa, and my head did hurt. Like, I hit something hard, but there was a crack in the rock. And I thought to myself, just for a split second, am I invincible? How strong am I? That should have hurt me, not the rock. And then I picked up the rock, and there was a bunch of those little, like, roly-poly bugs. You know those bugs that roll into a ball? There was a bunch of those under it, and I was like, this isn't a real rock. What is the point of this here? And I went around the apartment complex hitting other rocks, and I found out a lot of the rocks in that apartment complex were indeed fake. Now, later in life, far later in life, like I'm talking like, upwards in like middle school, high school, I started seeing those fake trees. And you know what I'm talking about? It's a tree, but it's actually like a weird like electronic beacon or something. It has like antenna and stuff growing out of it, but there's fake like foliage and stuff like that on it. But that wasn't as convincing. You know, I saw that and I was like, that tree looks really weird. That tree certainly looks really straight up and down. The branches certainly seem like very symmetrical. And then I learned that it was a fake tree, that it was some type of tower, some communications tower or something. Started finding a lot of things like that. And I started thinking about just how weird it is that like human beings grew up around nature and then made fake nature, fake plants, fake rocks, but then started making making serviceable things, like things that help us, like a communications tower. Things that help us are like something that's going to hide a circuit breaker, a fake rock. We started making functional things that looked like trees, that looked like shrubs, that looked like animals. Think about a scarecrow, something that has a functional purpose that just looks like a man, Think about those owls. Remember last week when we had the decorative owls that are supposed to scare away other birds? Man was making a bird to scare away a bird. And I think that's like one of the strangest things, like when I stop and think about it for a long time, that we like make fake nature in order to help us deal with our own nature that we've kind of made, like man-made nature. So interesting. Anyways, this is a fake rock. Do you think you got a positive review or a negative review? Yeah, the rock saved me. That's a good way to think about it, Tonka Wobbly. The fake rock saved my life. I used to play with pill bugs. I played with them too. I did too. It grossed out my sister. What's interesting now is like the pill bug. Maybe Cyber. This is because we're all, as adults, we're all further away from the ground than we used to be. But I feel like I never see pill bugs anymore. Maybe it's because I'm not looking for them. Maybe it's because I'm physically further from the ground, like my head's further up. Or, I don't know why. I'm sure they're around. I'm sure they're still around. But I haven't seen a pill bug, Cyber, in like, I don't know, 10, 15 years? Cell phone towers, transponders, is I think what those are, says Tinder, talking about those fake trees. Word. Although I have no idea what I'm talking about, says Tinder. Word. Word. I had a little bug catcher and used to collect them, says Lindsay, talking about the roly-poly boys. Pill bugs. Man, being a kid was so chill, says Lindsay. Yeah, it was nice, right? Responsibility, what is that? I see roly-polies all the time, says Liana. Liana, what are you doing? Where are you seeing them? Where are you going? Where are they? Tonka Wobbly says, I still find them when I dreamily stare at the ground. I think when I dreamily stare, it's usually upwards and not downwards. Maybe that's what my problem is. I'm touching grass, says Liana. Liana never lost her connection with Mother Nature like I did. I'm trying to find my way back, Liana. I'm doing my best. Psychedelic says, I wish I could go back in time and just smack myself in the head for wanting to grow up. Yeah, amen to that. Lindsay agrees. Yeah, I used to be content with absolutely nothing, but a ball as a kid. Oh, content with absolutely nothing but a ball as a kid. Now I need Apex. Times have changed. Yeah. You know what I used to do? I used to lay on my back, and I would go. I would like. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I used to do that into the sky, and I would feel my spit miss back down on my face, and that would be at 30 minutes, maybe an hour of fun, just feeling my spit rain back down on my face and being like, wow, that feels good. It was hot. Arizona was hot, and that was like a form of like cooling myself off, just like doing raspberries into the sky and feeling my own like saliva mist cool me off. When did touch grass become a thing again, says Cyber. Is that like pound sand? Touch grass. I've been touching grass. Oh, does that like mean something? Other than just like literally touching grass? It's basically get off the internet. Touch grass. Oh my god, I didn't know. I'm sorry, I've actually never heard that before. Psychedelic says I see them a lot, but I am very close to the ground. A lot with my job. Word. I didn't even need a dang ball. My sisters and I used to play in the ditch outside our house. Yeah, I feel that. When you live in Arizona, says Cyber. Yeah, yo, spit on yourself. Spit is valid cooldown. It is. Spit that has been blown into the air and then air cooled as it falls back down to your face. It feels so freaking good, man. I remember one time my parents took away all my toys as punishment and I started playing with string. They were so mad. Yeah, you can't stop Umbe from having a good time. I hope everybody voted, because the poll is now over. The prediction is now over. And Rhonda Schilt is today's reviewer, and she gives this one, guys, a 1-star review and says it'll blow away. I misread this as it'll blow you away. I thought it was a positive review. Anyway, she goes on to say, it'll blow away. The video on Amazon product page where I purchased my outdoor essentials for faux rock gray, Jumbo clearly states in the video that don't worry about these blowing away in the wind, as the shapes are carefully designed so that they won't blow away in inclement weather. My rock is gone. It was there an hour ago when I walked my dogs in my yard, but we are having cold, windy night, and when I went to walk my dogs again, the rock had been blown away. I walked all down throughout the entire block of houses to see if I could find it, and it was so dark that I was not able to see it in anyone else's yards. I will look for it again in the morning. If I cannot find it, I'm going to be one unhappy camper. I just bought it this week. It was not found. I put a message out on my community's webpage to see if anybody has it or has seen a video of it blowing down the alley. The company did not care to help or replace the product. They basically just said, tough luck, it blew away, it's not our problem because we test our product. Just know that they absolutely will blow away, and there is no way to anchor them. Save your money and buy one from a company that has tabs molded into it so it can be anchored. Guys, the wind took this rock.